Vignette number 12 from Zen Is Right Here. At a question session with Suzuki Roshi at Sokoji, a young man asked, "What should a Zen practitioner do with his spare time?" Suzuki at first looked perplexed and repeated the phrase, "spare time." He repeated it again and then began to laugh uproariously. That's from Edward von Tassel, and it happened at Sokoji, our temple in San Francisco, until 1969 November, when we moved to the city center. It happened before we moved at some time. I don't have a date on it. He didn't date it. So why did Suzuki laugh? We were going to the temple to practice Zen. We practiced Zazen. We chanted sutra. We listened to his lecture. On some days, like Saturday, there'd be a cleaning period. We'd eat together. So, of course, we tended to think of the communal time when we were doing those things together as Zen. And then if we had time at home, maybe we'd practice Zazen, and that would be Zen. But, of course, Suzuki didn't see it that way. To him, we were learning just to be ourselves. That's how Della Gertz said it, and how Suzuki said it. Just be yourself. Della started sitting with Suzuki in 1959, shortly after he arrived, and many years later in the 90s, as she was approaching her 90s, she was asked what was his teaching, and she said, just be yourself. So in the Zazen and the service and those communal activities, we learn to, hopefully, somewhat how to just be there without adding something extra to it. Just, what we are, what is our essence. And that essence does not leave us. There is no time away from it. And in order to wake up to our essence, we don't have to always be thinking about it, thinking about practice, or doing some mindfulness practice, or doing anything in particular. I mean, those things have their place, but it's the simplest of concepts. Just be yourself. But I know it takes time to do so, and we can do so also in our spare time. This has been a mini podcast from Cuke Audio. I'm DC, the poobah of Cuke Audio and Cuke Archives, wishing you and all of us a grand awakening.